It was really about, on your throne, Lord. Amen. Strengthening everybody. And one thing my wife didn't understand, well, a lot of things my wife didn't understand. I exist outside of time, so I exist outside of time. And we set up a scenario for my wife once because she didn't really understand the spiritual captivity she was in and what was contributing to it. The whole purpose being, don't ever do this again. From love. And scripture says, do everything from love. Where sin is present, grace abounds. All kinds of scripture that it's true that I live because I am. And we set up a scenario, had Paul's letters ripped out, only Paul's letters, laid out across the counter here. Knew she was coming. She shows up. Amazing, magical moment. She walks right into it. And I basically said, and that is exactly how I felt walking into your apartment. I came into her apartment, sword out, Bruce Lee staring at everything. And then the devil was able to flip that. So our whole entire marriage has kind of been, it was torture for both of us and her. And what I was trying to communicate is you only see half of me. I am the image of the invisible God. And when we put down so much evidence, my average work day is 12 to 17 hours. Confirm this. Go over here. That's confirmed. Scripture. Walk my prophet through something. Find a sheep. Be led to do one thing and get redirected doing another. Like, I could disappear for years trying to figure something out, and I did, as far as from people's lives, in preparation for this, beloveds. And a lot of it stemmed from, I told everybody, especially after the situation where everybody's wearing masks, many turned into drinkers. And I was going to use that because I always saw alcohol as a tool. It's in the scripture. I don't ignore it. And I drink for one of two reasons. I'm celebrating and working at the same time, mapping something out and enjoying those moments way up there. And I had done everything sober. Clean cut Christian, did it all sober. Much more difficult. And then I started partying with God. I did. And I've always wanted to party with people of God. That has been a life goal. And I got to do that with my wife. I got to do that with Peter. With me and Peter, maybe 0.09% of our interactions in person have turned negative, in this sense of, it seems negative at the time, but I'm working. So I always have to tell Peter, yeah, but I'm not working this time. with Mary, probably 59% was that same way. So then, of course, the church is not going to take an active role in that, and I understand that. Though they have videos of them drinking wine in their movies, but me being against the church is not the point. The point is there are those that are right where they're supposed to be, trying to figure out, am I doing this for Jesus? I don't understand this part. Whereas me, being trained to party with God, and people had this lack of understanding of what I was doing a lot of times. So the vindication that had to come for your prodigal spouses isn't until they come home. The vindication is for my kingdom spouses. A lot of people, they wake up and they don't realize I'm not on your side on this particular situation. So therefore, the help isn't gonna be in the form that you may have expected. And that's just the walk, beloveds. That's how I had to be a lot of times with my wife. So I had different crowns. I had God over everything, which meant supreme authority. This is not what I'm ever going to go against. There's no compromise here. Then I had my Jesus hat, my crown. That was kind of in the middle here, but I can still be here because we're married. And then I told her, if I'm not wearing my crown, I'm just your husband then. So she had to learn all of these things, but I had prepared her for that. So when it came time for us to come together as man and wife, it didn't seem so weird for her. But there were many times we were both being tortured. So we have all of these memories. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. But now you can actually receive my answer. And that was the most important thing. When you are dealing with the devil in your marriage, beloveds, you're not going to get through to your prodigal if they have a demon. So a lot of them had demons. That's why I wasn't letting them come back. They would have just ripped your life apart. So that's all taken care of. I love you.